Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Anjindra, Bint Anjindra, Bint Violet, Bint Akatosh, the first of my line, and I bring to you everything that's awesome in gaming. You have found what to play next, and we are going online to play ESO. There was so much hype surrounding Skyrim. I helped launch Bethesda Softworks when I was younger, along with my father, Akatosh, the Dragging God at Time. I'm actually in Daggerfall, the second installment. One of the book quests, they mentioned me briefly. And so later in life, after it became much more RPG and a little bit less roguelike, I did go back. There was so much hype surrounding Skyrim that I wanted to see what was up, and it was beautifully done, incredibly done, actually more than my computer, since I did use the convention to keep up with. So I took a look at ESO, and they had the lower poly graphics in constant updates. So I was like, we have to try this out. Here I am, re-exploring what seems to be, was voted #1 PC gaming series of all time by PC Gamer Magazine. Modders modders from literally, I'm talking about literally all over the world, know who I am. I'm on VK because my fiance Sasha, his family is from Russia, he's American. And so I'm on VK, and I just, for giggles, went on to see, did they have an Elder Scrolls community? They don't have ESO on there, unfortunately. I don't know if it doesn't go over there or what the deal is, but it turns out they do have an entire community of both modders and of Skyrim and Morrowind fans, so I logged on and made some friends. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I was like, in Russia, and obviously the Soviet era is long past. At least what America knows is that big into democracy. And, I'm about to get my butt kicked. I walked over and over and over again, and then getting kicked out and so on. So that wasn't the best way to do this. Let's go back to the wasteland. But yeah, so I was just so shocked, and he of course tried to get me to go home with him again for Christmas. I'm not seeing that necessarily happening. Unfortunately, it is illegal to be a reporter in Russia still, a foreign reporter, excuse me. They are going through a period of organization while their communication system becomes more open and turns outward. I very much understand, as a communications scientist, exactly where that is. The fact that it doubles as a reporting degree just happens. Recent disturbances along the trade route south of the Dragon Star are under investigation by the Daggerfall Covenant High Command. Orders are to investigate. I wasn't heard of the Daggerfall Covenant, of course. Orders are to investigate a network of keys near the road, which locals call the hidden dunes of buried sands, and report back on damage found there. Note the High Command considers recent rumors of giant warriors. Stand cheated. Such rumors should not spread and skepticism. So for me, Daggerfall, it takes place obviously in the third era, I believe, whereas this is in the second E. In Arena, Uriel Septim is just taking over and so on. And then of course my story takes place in, I believe it's first era. It was way back there when I ran away with an arms dealer to help unite Tamriel. So the crossed-by caravans and Covenant troops going to and from Cyrodiil, the wild region of Eastern Hammerfell is virtual no man's land. It's anchored on the east and west by towns of I'm Aliera of Wayrest in the games. My handle at the time, I was very young, was Aliera online. And even back then, you protect yourselves much less naive than girls today. I run into some immigrants well who talk about apps and things like that. Like the internet, like any sort of communications network can be safe. I'm just naturally safe, And I'm like, if you never walked into a city before, you're this naive, so. That is not where that's showing me. What is this showing me? Below. guess we can take a look. I am the Khajiit. In my mind, I am the knight. So this is pretty bad insofar as my complete and total belief that I can jump over, through, or around it. In my head, I can't. Earth Tier Cavern. I'm gonna get my butt kicked now. I can feel this coming. That seems to be a home of sorts. Got lots of pets. The dragon pet is a new addition. I was a huge fan of it, and I got it as part of, I want to say Witches Festival, and it wasn't. Earth Tier Cavern. Okay, so that's another story. We'll go find the library. We're questing our way through what appears to be the previous chapter. I bought in with the dragons. Can jump over anything, or down anything with my cat-like reflexes. So I'm going back to a lot of what appeared in, not Greymore, that was Skyrim. The expansion directly before. I confronted Euraxia in Rimmon and didn't have the experience to do so much that I stopped and went back. We are to where Chimera is bringing back the invasion. What monkeys? Get close to me and maybe run into an enemy and chattering away. I thought it was PvP for a second. Oh, you tard. Anyways, we better hustle or bustle here. This is not the safest place to be. I like walking these straight lines. It'd make the greatest adventure. In group, yes, let's do that. There's a lot going on for the Halloween season. Frostfall Witches, the Witches Festival spanned, I think there are 4 holidays, less than 4, which is, you know, not uncommon. We celebrate by ethnicity, race, or by nationality, and we are tending towards nationality in America. So that's keep it in your home. So we're splitting up Halloween a little bit more than we used to. It used to be that, you know, Halloween Sabin, I don't think being derivative of Sovngarde, but I'm not entirely sure because it is Proto-Gaelic, as is the very westernmost part of the Scandinavian Empire, as well as Portugal, ironically. So it's not like, yep, you, not a group, not in a group. I have a pet, it, go around. Sabin not necessarily being related to Sovngarde, Proto-Gaelism ending at the Swedish border. So, along with Runic, I believe, speaks to a more hard to explain how to describe their alphabet. Either way. Ruined library! Ruined! The Rune Library. I do have a host here, which I apparently cannot summon while surrounded by wasps. So we're taking the scenic route. This place is absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure you've heard about it before. They don't exaggerate. The artists, the art team from the very beginning, they were following a visionary, and they knew it. And a pair of them, Mr. Howard's partner, Mr. Taylor, is rarely mentioned, but very influential. He definitely had a hand in steering. Mr. Howard turned around and joined the art department for Redguard, for instance, and Mr. Taylor was more at the helm when they were exploring polygonal aspects. So there's more back and forth than they give people, not credit per se. Just as far as work is concerned, you know, Mr. Howard was the face of Bethesda and always has been, but that's actually a partnership that launched that, so stayed that way ever since, to the extent of my knowledge. Let's see here. What do we have? Books! Wonderful. I love books. Oh, we're doing this, huh? Loot the place! Books. Examine away. Examining. Doing with the examining. And then there's more examining. Titus Valerius. Why did we do Home Guardian? Home Guardian. Good job, Skippy. Talk to Vastery, you know. Talk to Vastery. Where, you know, or I could read more books. Let's just do that. Examine. Just the examining of the bookage. Oh, another. Oh, it's true. I'll just do that. Both as described in you know, so on, goblins, described in the very Dresden books. Eldritch Blade and so on. I really thought it was great. And now that these guys here, everything can change, so, you know. We're just filling it up on the examining.
Wait, that's it! Let me see. Riza and Tommen. I know you must be mentioned in here. Ah, here it is. Both were granted personal burial chambers near the falls to the north. I pray the entrances have not been buried. We should split up to save time. You find Riza and Tommen's tombs and retrieve their royal seals. I'll go to Tarish Z's crypt and scout it out. We need to know what we're facing. When you have the seals, meet me at the crypt. With luck, we can catch Tarish Z unawares. Good luck. I'll see you soon.
We're following this lairdling around. I'm just like... Thankfully he does, it's not a babysitting quest. It does let you split up, so that's nice. You kind of spread out the effort of the mission that way, and then you don't have to have an NPC that you're playing follow along with, which is awesome. We are exploring some of the cooler places directly prior to this. I had assassination quests, so no complaints here as far as that goes. But we are doing kind of like fetch it work, so we're gonna go grab some stuff. We're trying to overturn an invasion, and this guy claims that you can do that by like sheer force of personality, essentially. So we're seeing whether or not that's true. Oh, nope, no on the group areas. Wow, they are like big into, like I said, we're running into quite a bit of... No, 9, not so much. I ditched out of... I ditched out of, where is the Gleamer? Where was there huge caches of Gleamer not? I hopped a gypsy road so I can top the... Oh, you know what? It's happening. Guess we're just doing this. Thankfully it's an instance, so this might be doable. I feel
the snakes writhing inside my head.
Riza!
What brought me here? No matter. They are hungry.
Oh, wow.
And so am I.
You aren't joking, huh? Thinking I could beat you to a whole level. Got a kick in attack here. No steal. Wow. Oh, ouch! That was, wow, that was poorly done on my part. There wasn't. I'm gonna stand and pretend like you didn't. Oh. A little bit less in the hack and slash. There isn't more on the dodge and gotta stealth. The death is gonna buy it, but good to try on that one. So I really need to hit on a place like this or something. Because I tell you what, my inventory, which is my camera and nothing happen. What do we have here? Riza's seal, take all. I guess we're taking all. Loot the place! Nothing else for me, huh? Little pots, some urns. Urns. Scrap that. I don't understand why these things are so popular. Moving on. Oh lord, we're just make a run for it. Yep. No, don't want to talk to you. I'm sure you have a lovely story. And I am not here to bash that story. I am here to loot and run. Loot and run, friend, because I am the mighty Khajiit in the night. I'm convinced that I can do literally anything about a group. I used to play Warcraft with a hunter specifically so that I could have a pet. I'm just the pits. I have this problem where if you turn me around, I need a map and, for instance, a compass to follow. I do not do this sort of trudge. I don't trudge well. There is no to the trudging in that. I'm good at stuff like staying below a ridge line, and moving in a straight line, that sort of thing. Obviously aided by the fact that you can resurrect yourself. You die a lot online, so, you know, well, I'm sure you're like, what on earth? At the same time, this is kind of normal to just die and resurrect yourself. It's Nathaniel snuck in where Mr. Nathaniel. The flood, Mr. Nathaniel lost his head. Stay one of our number. El Brul went to the wilderness and not return. Stargazers have been chasing down astrologers, essentially. Brula has always been unusual, muttering stuff under her breath. It's a worm cult. We were all very worried, decided to wait until morning. Torn pieces of book indicate she was here, fell victim to traps. Voice in my head torments me. My worst suspicions are now confirmed. The danger have appeared. I'm hopelessly lost. I believe I'll die. But that we had heeded her warning and stayed away. Oh, dummy, don't argue where the gods are involved. I don't know. Mighty Khajiit is here. Oh, it's a little further.
The Ankara seem to be coming from burial sites like this one around Craglorn. There is a ritual that can consecrate this ground for a time and keep the Ankara from rising.
That's so.
But you must protect me while I perform it.
Oh, this is.
I will start the ritual. No doubt the Ankara and their guardians will try to stop me. Be ready.
Don't let them stop you. You don't let anything stand in the way of your dream here. Oh yeah, you know. Holy Mary, Jesus, Joseph. Okay, hold on.
You must defend me if we hope to finish this ritual. I don't know if I can keep this up much longer.
Yeah, can we just fail? I'm not feeling good here.
God save us if Craglorn falls to these monsters.
That, I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Gone, yes, the effort was there, A for effort, you know, that's, we'll do the, go on your way. Amen, what are you doing?
Forgive me, forgive us all. We are slaves to a vile serpent. Take mercy on us and end our unnatural existence.
Yeah, well, see you in the ending. To be honest. Going down. You get my is that even? Oh, he's up again. I was like... You know? My pet's back up. Holy cow! Did you see that thing down on Yeah! Boy, hit the deck. Iron Greatsword. You know, that might be listed on the inventory item over. What don't we need? Comberry. You just get out of town, son. We need this iron greatsword inventory. E to search. There we go. Iron greatsword. What do we got here? We'll go with this. This here. I'm gonna equip that there. Not so much. It must be a two-hander. That. And then we will go and we will save everyone from Craglorn. There's so much more we could have done. Meet Titus, the tombs of Nah something or other else. Not gonna work here anymore. Alright, horse. Which way do we go? Whithers thou goest. You know? This way. Southish it is! To the south. Sort of. Then we gotta hit up a town, you know. Tell you what, I need a blacksmithy like it's okay.
When did these accursed soldiers appear? Have I been gone so... I can't tell you how relieved I am to find you. I'm Ibrula, a friend of the Stargazers. I'm trying to gain entry to this temple, but the Celestial Warriors' army of Ankara have sealed the door. I need help to get past them and disable the seals. I believe the temple holds the secret to ending the celestial threat. A vast library called the Seeker's Archive waits inside. I visited it before, looking for answers to impossible questions. But since the Ankara appeared, the way is sealed. The temple door can be opened by activating beams in the surrounding ruins. We need to find the source of the beams and activate them to open the door. We must find a way to defeat the Ankara and activate the beams that open the temple door. Then we can enter the Seeker's Archive and find the knowledge to defeat the Celestials. I can't promise that my answers will satisfy. Craglorn has always been a harsh place and desolate. Much of Craglorn's history has long since passed into myth.
What do you know about
that? Is one of the questions I hoped to answer within. They appear to be neither living nor dead, but not exactly undead either. Cursed.
Daggerfall.
It's said that the Celestial Warrior controls them, but I sense that's only part of the story. This temple is a good example. The Ankara crawled out of the ground all around it and started guarding it as if, well, as if they were just picking up where they left off when they died. I believe they are deeply connected to Craglorn somehow. The Seeker's Archive is another of Craglorn's many mysteries. An astonishing library, left mostly untouched for centuries, built by unknown hands. The temple atop the library is Yokuden in origin, but some of the books predate even the Yokudens.
These guys are running around trying to figure out what happened. So are we.
Call it chance or fate. I was once a stargazer, searching the stars for signs and prophecies. Little did I realize that the knowledge I sought was not in the sky above, but in the ground below.
So apparently what we're gonna do is take 5 on take 5 on helping. Go help. We should be able to activate the beams fairly quickly. As long as we don't get unhorsed. As long as we don't get unhorsed. As long as we don't get unhorsed. If I hit it with my dead body, does that count? God, I am on a roll this. I'm usually not quite this good at dying. You know? Activate the northwest beam. How do I do that? Deactivate. Oh, excellent, because, you know, I'm about to die. That's a downer. I am mighty Khajiit! Stop me. I also can't get my horse, which is unfortunate. Wow, these guys are like everywhere. Thankfully, they seem to be working. Someone has given them a job, it appears. So, activate southwestern beacon above. Hot shots at me the whole darn time. Feel it. I knows it. Hit it. Hit it.
Torch it.
Hit it. Come on, son. How are we not able to hit this? Ibrula, what's your deal? Wanna help a brother out here?
Flank! No!
If I pick up another player, here. I didn't negate. No, also. So this is going to take a second. I actually apparently have to fight my way through quite a bit of regenerate such something. I haven't been extraordinarily effective in combat, but you're definitely not a man. Hold on a second here. Wow, woman, I tell you what, that is face-to-face, really incredible. The aspect of it, I feel like I'm getting that here. So, oh, turn on me, yep. Your skirt? Woman, I tell you what. Stand on it. It's a very...
We must find a way to defeat the Ankara and activate the beams that open the temple door. Then we can enter the Seeker's archive and find the knowledge to defeat the Celestials.
A little bit too focused. I am going to go ahead and cut it here because I do have to kind of hack and slash my way through the beams, and then at that point we'll get a little bit more storyline. So I'm Anjindra. This is what to play next. You can stop at any time in ESO, and I do love that. So since we are going to delay going around for Titus and find out a little bit more about what's going on with the Ankara and the Daggerfall Covenant, I'll go ahead and put in a break here. So Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. If you want to play along, there's a link in the description below. We love having you along. Also, Gamer Grind, we partner with them. They're a co-op gamer coffee delivered to your door. If you love Pirate Queens, if you are a Pirate Queen, if you're in love with a Pirate Queen, or if you just want to just loudly announce that you don't care that you have a stack of games that are unplayed and you are moving on to the next one. You don't care that you have a stack of games that are half played and you're moving on to the next one. Slap what to play next onto all of your stuff. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, the works. So you can support your local gaming community. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next video.